Yeah, it's fun playing at home in Teague, and we talk a lot about protecting our home court, and you have all the advantages when you're at home. So you've got to take care of business and win your home game. So appreciated our players' response to coming off the road from a long trip last week and just taking care of business this week here at home.
No, and you shot well both games, and that was really kind of different, especially down the stretch. I mean, they were horrible down the stretch.
Yeah.
You guys were just consistent.
Really proud of how our team responded. The last 5 minutes of the game, we executed. I felt like we didn't try to do too much, kind of let the offense come to us. We made really good decisions, good reads against the defense, and got the ball to people that were shot ready.
It was funny. It seemed like, like you guys had like a 10, 15-point lead the whole game, and they just never went away.
Yeah, and that's what you can expect from Lamar. Aqua does a great job coaching them. They're high intensity on defense. Offensively, they're really athletic, and that really challenges us to keep the ball in front of us. And our players, for the most part, did a good job of that. I mean, that's a hard task, keeping their players from driving in for layups the whole game. They have a big post presence in their freshman Davis, and she got in a little bit of foul trouble, and I felt like we took advantage of that, being able to feed our post players. Our two starting posts were really good tonight. They both shot the ball really well, looked for their shots, didn't really try to force things. It's almost unheard of for someone to go like 8 for 8 or 8 for 10, or 10 for 10. You're probably going to miss a shot or two, but I thought Jamie and Sarah, they were really ready to score today, and the guards did a really good job of reading the defense and getting the ball in their hands.
Coach, for me, the last 7 minutes of the game, you guys hold them out a field goal.
Wow.
It ends up being the difference in the game. But what were you telling your team defensively going into that fourth quarter? What shifted in that last 6 or 7 minutes?
Yeah, just communication, playing in a stance, being in the right spot for your team. We knew going into this game our on-ball defense would have to set the tone for every possession, and then just trust that your teammates would be in help and fronting post players. And so I would really credit just the defensive intensity and lots of communication from our team, calling screens out, calling switches out, being ready to help on lobs. And so, just a great way for us to end this game with a lot of defensive stops.
You guys have been on the wrong end of a couple of close ones here, but how nice was it to pick up a couple of wins before you get on the road next week?
Yeah, for sure. And, we were playing so many close games night after night. And so, you just have to learn from those experiences and just be ready for it every night. And it probably will come down to defensive stops and just being able to read the defense on the other end and not forcing anything. So this was a big win for us today. We have a lot of respect for the Lamar program. We've had some great knockdown dragouts with them throughout the years, being in the Southland, and this was no exception. I mean, really, really good basketball game, but proud of the way our players finished it with defensive stops and just making reads and just being shot ready, hitting high percentage shots.
One more for me. Your starters combined for 59 of your 66 tonight. Tell me about your starting five.
Yeah, they started the game a lot better than we did the last game. I think they got the message that, hey, it's your job to make sure that we start this game well. And, we scored quickly, got some quick defensive stops, jumped out to a little bit of a lead. So really appreciated how they, I think, just kind of maturely began the game today, and took it seriously. And then, the way they ended it was really good as well, just making sure that we were all in the right spot on defense and they weren't getting wide open shots.
Coach, I know we talked about on Monday about how you really wanted to capitalize in the fourth quarter, and you did that today. And I feel like you said on the defensive side of the ball, with Sarah coming back this week, how much does that really make a difference in coming into Teague? Well,
I was texting Sarah throughout the week last week when we didn't have her, and I texted, my last text was like, we need a whole bunch of Sarah Griswold next week. We really missed her a lot on the road, and she did what she does. She's a great starting center for us, and she's always looking for her shot. She has a nice touch around the basket, so it makes us a lot better when we have Sarah available.
And kind of want to take the weight off of the starters for a second. You also had Bella and Emma come in today, and they really made a difference on both ends of the court. A little bit about them and how they really made that difference today.
Emma has become a good defensive presence for us. She's just long in the paint. She causes people to kind of alter their shots in the paint. She's trying to get charges. She's learning a lot from Sarah about that. She's trying to put herself in a position to do that as well. But and Sarah has some nice takes to the basket. I thought she read the defense well today when she took the ball to the hole. And Bella's just high energy. You know what you're going to get out of her. She works so hard every day. The way she practices is what our fans see in the games. I mean, it's just a high level of energy. Good defender. She's always running the floor, getting better and better at reading the defense as well, making good decisions offensively.
Yeah, it just felt good. I struggled in our road games, and personally, I was trying to do too much, and so coming into these 2 games, I was really just trying to let it come to me, find my teammates, and the ball will come around and find me, and it did today, and I was able to knock them down.
You can talk about that last quarter and being able to, down the stretch, shut them down.
Yeah, like I said, just kind of felt like practice almost. I mean, we do it every day. We find our teammates, we knock down shots, and it just felt comfortable.
Feel good to come home and get 2 wins?
Definitely, and we're going to need this for the road, so I'm excited.
Jamie, 38 minutes for you tonight, 17 points and 5 assists. What was working for you individually out there?
Just like I said, trying to let the game come to me, find my teammates. We knew they were going to be pressuring a lot, and we knew kind of how to counter that, and I think we played well together.
2 pretty good crowds this week for you guys at home. How nice is it to get those kind of crowds, especially when they're able to get involved in the game late for you guys?
Yeah, that was awesome. The last game, we felt really bad the way we started with having a big crowd, but I'm glad we pulled it off, and we won both of these games, so hopefully we can have more people come.
And have a game like this today?
It was great. It was great to be able to play with my teammates again today, and we were lucky to get 2 wins of 2 hard-fought games. I'm glad to be back and be able to share the ball and have that chemistry with my team. So.
Did you really miss it?
I did. I missed the team chemistry and the camaraderie of our team. So.
And were you worried about the layoff, how that would affect you?
I ran at home, and I tried to stay in shape for these games, so trying to stay on top of it.
Okay. And what do you think about how you guys played defensively there down the stretch?
I felt like defensively we were very tough today. We communicated really well and worked as a team.
So those last 7 minutes, again, you guys hold them without a field goal, but part of that comes from you drawing 5 fouls. What was your mindset as you're trying to take those charges and seem like shift the momentum a little bit?
Yeah, so 41 is a great presence for them, and that's one thing that we talked about is taking it to her and trying to get her out of the game. Because when she's out, it's a lot harder for them to score. So.
17 and 4 boards to 8 of 10 field goals for you in just 25 minutes tonight. How did it feel to get back out there and then be able to turn in that kind of game?
It felt great, and I want to give credit to my teammates because they fed the ball really well to me, and we worked really well as a team.